I was homeless and addicted for 5.5 years, and these are the things that nobody talks about when it comes to getting sober. So this picture right here is my mugshot. This was taken at basically the peak of my addiction. So the first thing people don't really talk about is how difficult it is to find a job when you have a criminal record. The only thing I have on my record is literally possession of a controlled substance. In the rehab I was at, you could go to work after 30 days. So I applied at Amazon and I had a contingent start date. But once they pulled my background, they disqualified me. So not getting hired at Amazon was extremely discouraging for me. Also, people don't talk about how hard it is to get an apartment. I lived in sober living for 18 months. In the last 18 months I lived there, I was looking for apartments daily. I had gone to check out so many, and once they told me about the background check, I would be open and honest with the landlord, and a lot of the times they would disqualify me right away. Another problem is my credit really took a beating because when I was homeless, I didn't have insurance and I ended up in the emergency room several times. So all that stuff went on my credit report. Also, people don't realize how hard dating is. When I got into rehab, my teeth were basically rotting out of my mouth. And when I got out of rehab, I did a consultation to see how much it would cost to fix my mouth, and they quoted me $55,000. And like I said, my credit was shot. My mom couldn't afford that, so I was basically shit out of luck. And it's extremely discouraging when you're sober, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you can't even smile. I remember looking at my teeth when I would brush them, and I would just think to myself, no girl is ever going to want me. And that's a really hard pill to swallow. Another thing that's very difficult is making amends with your friends and family. Because as we all know, when you're in active addiction, there's a lot of collateral damage that's done. Fortunately, I was able to get a good job, I was able to fix my teeth, I was able to make amends with my family, and I was able to meet a beautiful girl. But my experience with addiction made everything 100 times harder. Follow me for more stories about being homeless and addicted for 5.5 years and how I was able to get 6 years sober.